Well, Lou, I see you're sitting in our sukkah.
Yeah, this is great.
What?
First day of Sukkoth.
First day of Sukkah. What's in that sign behind you?
Oh, this sign right here?
Yeah.
That's Besorah. Besorah, and it means message in Hebrew. Message. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
I'm happy too.
I hope you all are happy.
Yeah, this is a time of rejoicing for 7 days. Well, the last great day would be good too. You can rejoice there.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's when we come out of our tents.
Yeah.
Not that we're required to sleep in tents. We're not in the land. I don't know if they can hear us. We're going to have to speak up.
Yeah.
What does Sukkah mean to you, Lou?
Sukkah, it means a lot of things. It's the first day of Sukkah was Yahusha's actual birth, and he was circumcised on the 8th day. And it was in the beginning of winter is what it really is. Koreth, it's starting to get cold, and summer is over, and it's the harvest. It's the ingathering. You're gathering in all the fruits, and we're just beginning to decorate our sukkah. It's it's developing, you know, and we're going to put up some fruit and eat in here for 7 days. And we're in captivity, of course. And I want to tell you, if you read Nehemiah, chapter 8, very carefully, slowly, maybe a few times, you'll see something. That the tribes, well, Yehuda, when they came back to the land after the 70 years in Babel, Nehemiah and all of them, Ezra, he was standing up on a stage, and he was reading the Torah, the scroll, and everybody got real sad because they had not done this for over 9 centuries. And that's what it says, that they had never done this since the days of Yahusha, the son of Nun, son of Nun. And that's the one they call Joshua. From the time that they entered the land, and then they went into captivity, and then they came back, and then they read it, and they said, hey, we haven't been doing this. And they were real sad. And everyone said, don't be sad. This is a time of rejoicing. You've got to rejoice. And so, over 9 centuries, they hadn't done it. So, wow. And if you feel bad about being in captivity, and these words have come upon you in the last days, and you're just sad because no one told you, you can blame that guy. Where is he? There he is. Oh, you can put some blame on him, but don't blame him. He's just a dead guy, and he's an outlaw. But we know that we were misguided, and it started with the 4th century big time. Well, anyway, we are here to eat and drink and rejoice before Yahuwah. You don't have to have strong drink, but if you want it, you can have some. And rejoice before Yahuwah. Don't get drunk.
Well, I have a meal that I cooked the day before because today's Sabbath. We're supposed to have a feast and we can't cook on Sabbath, so I cooked. What did I cook yesterday?
Yeah, it's the weekly Sabbath too.
I made some burritos that we're going to heat up for today.
Yeah.
When I make burritos, I just ground beef and tomatoes and yeah. So we'll have some burritos. I forgot what I'd cooked.
And some of the dead stuff's still hanging here, and Phyllis complained about it.
Oh yeah, that was from last Sabbath.
Don't let it poke you in the eye.
It never came down.
I know, that was my fault. We've been going through some illness.
Yeah.
And when the weather gets cold or something, it's beautiful today. But last year we were facing a lot more health issues, and Yahusha's been healing us, and we're very grateful.
Well, you think we've told him enough, or you think
Baruch
we should
haba b'shem Yahuwah.
Baruch haba b'shem Yahuwah.
And if you don't know what that means, find out.
Oh, tell him.
Okay. in the springtime when Yahusha was coming in on the foal of the donkey, and they were laying palm leaves down on the ground, and they were waving palm leaves. It was the 10th day of the first month. This is the 7th month, but they were yelling something. They were saying, Baruch haba b'shem Yahuwah, which means blessed or happy is the one who comes in the name of Yahuwah. And the Pharisees were yelling, Rabbi, rebuke your Talmudim, because they were saying the name. And the reason that he was coming into Jerusalem on the 10th day is because he was the Lamb. And that was a quote from Psalm 118, verse 26. And that was in the midst of the area where it was talking in the Psalms about the name that was rejected. It was the stone that was rejected by the builders in Psalm 118, verse 26, and in the other context verses. And he was being selected as the Lamb on the 10th day. That's the ordinance from the Torah. And you select the Lamb on the 10th day, and that's when you're selected. And it's interesting because in the 7th month, the selection is on the 10th day too.
And so what did he tell the people when they said,
When they were saying Baruch haba b'shem
Yeah.
Yahuwah, and then they were quoting that psalm and saying the name out loud, which they had prohibited. The stone the builders rejected was the name. And the Pharisees were upset. They said, Rabbi, rebuke your Talmudim. And he said, if they did not speak, these stones would cry out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. So they did speak, and we're speaking. And I think it's important to know this, that in Matthew 23, I think it's verse 39, if you read that very carefully, it says, you will not see me again until you say, Baruch haba b'shem Yahuwah.
Baruch haba b'shem Yahuwah.
Be the bride.
Be the bride.
We love you.
Keep the commandments.
Yeah. Good idea.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.